Out for Washington, Tress Way to punt it away to Trey Palmer. Palmer sizes it up at the 24. Palmer to the sideline and out of bounds near the 38-yard line. That's an excellent play. Christian Izzian pressed into extended duty once more. First punt since the opening possession for Washington, and Tress Way punts it away to Trey Palmer, a short punt, and it'll hop up and down at the 24-yard line.
Running backs coming out of the backfield.
Washington will punt it away. Trey Palmer is the return man for Tampa Bay, bouncing at the 10-yard line, and Palmer will just usher that one out of bounds. Shot.
Fourth game of the season.
Well, I hope Tress Way's okay. I mean, they have to wake him up with some smelling salts to get him out there to punt. He's not used to this.
He's been on vacation in this department. Gave up his number 5 to Jaden Daniels, wearing number 10. And George will have it and dance around a little. Oh, and then hit hard at the 30-yard line. A good special teams play.
Piece of this puzzle, and it looks like the Commanders have nailed it.
Two of the first guys in the building every morning, Wagner and Daniels, is Tress Way to Crochet on the return. He'll be 3 yards short of
Some games you wouldn't get as many targets, but the fun part was you could always make an impact.
As Tress Way has today, he only punted 4 times all year coming in, so he's a little rusty.
The ball can't come out fast with all this man-in-your-face coverage. It gives that defensive front time to get home.
It's the rare opportunity for his friends and family to see Tress Way punt. Just his 5th punt of the year. Crochet on the return for a couple of yards.
Out of your own goalpost, that's a big-time play, and he just puts a little too much on it.
It's 5 3-and-outs combined so far. The defenses have run this game to this point. Crochet on the return for Cleveland, and he is submarined and dropped. McCaffrey.
Guys out in front. The Ravens, excellent job getting the ball out and making a punt.
They've lost 11 yards over the last 4 snaps, and now they punt. Had an 11-yard sack in the last drive before the field goal. That's the Way punt to Hardy.
Yep. Saw you there, Trace.
Washington unable to make the play against Washington. Third punt of the game for Way, and it's a beauty, and it's down right at the 5-yard line.
And that's because of
They made it stand up. They're going to get the football back.
Tress Way has not had to punt a whole lot. We're in week 7. He's punted 11 times.
So you saying he has a fresh leg?
It's really fresh.
And remember, he gave up his number for Jaden Daniels. Used to wear a 5, gave that up, now wearing 10.
Return man is David Moore. Way trying to place it. Moore, fair catch. Brings it in.
The yardage so far, Tony, in this game, 164 to 39, but the score is only 6-0.
And that's not great for Washington because Skyler will eventually figure something out.
Here's the punt by Tress Way, and it bounced out at about the 70. Decline penalties faster than anyone in the history of the league. You're all over it, my man.
Oh, I appreciate that. We try.
So Way this time sends it soaring to the 3. It's dead. Just a dead bounce at the 2-yard line. Brilliant effort. Well, Carter, you know what they need? They need like a Devin Hester type moment, perhaps.
You called things into existence before.
Well, their Hall of Famer went in this past year as Carter hesitates. No, not this time.
And he's covered the flat with a free defender and still got it out of bounds.
Tress Way now trying to do his thing. Pumps it to the 15. Almost. So Way. Tyler Ott to send it back. And this punt travels to about the 31. DeAndre Carter goes wide. Cuts it up to the 38, 39-yard line.
Neck injury, Tress Way in his 11th season to kick it away.
There's Smith-Marset inside the 10. Puts a move on and tripped up as he got across the 60, and a flag flies in.
Football back and take a chunk out of this 14-point lead.
Smith-Marset from the 15-yard line. And once he got to the 20, shoved backwards.
Everyone else locked up in man. If you win at the line of scrimmage, you've got to convert.
Tyler Ott, the long snapper, was dealing with an illness. He was a question mark today. He's in there snapping it to Tress Way. Only 19 punts in the first 9 games for Way. Sailing kick. Austin backpedals, and a fair catch called for. Austin
Highsmith flushes him, and he comes right up to the waiting arms of Cam Hayward and Keanu Benton.
So another punt for Tress Way. Austin dangerous from the 19-yard line. Trying to circle it to the outside. Turns the corner and angled.
You get the ball in open field, they're on top of you.
That's 4 possessions for Washington, 3 3-and-outs. Austin fakes it, and the ball just keeps rolling to the end zone.
Every practice, T.J. Watt almost implemented it himself after Cam Hayward knocked it in the air.
So it'll be Tress Way kicking to Calvin Austin III. No rush. High in the air. Austin drilled after the grab.
That means he's due. And the Steelers should get excellent field position after this punt.
Punt number 6 for Tress Way. Austin standing at the Washington 44. No rush. Big punt. Austin backpedaling all the way to the 38. Makes his move upfield. Austin crosses midfield. And finally spun down at the 46. So the Steelers...
those screeners and discourages Diami Brown from throwing it back across field.
Tress Way, this has been the busiest day that he's had all season, his 5th punt. And that ball does take a Washington roll. Austin got out of the way, was hoping it was going
to... a handful of snaps last year as a middle linebacker, and they rolled the dice and hoped that he could come through. And, boys, that paid off in a big way for Vic Fangio and this defense.
Tress Way to send the punt in the direction of the rookie, DeJean. He calls for and secures a fair catch.
He knows what he's capable of doing. He's right where he needs to be on 3rd down.
Tress Way with his 2nd punt. Left-footed kicker. His first one, 51 yards. Coming up, making the grab and on the run at the 45-yard line. Did that last week. They did a great job of it. Here's Tress Way. His 3rd kick of the night. DeJean is back there. He's going to let it go because it squibs its way out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So Tress Way is 4th punt. This didn't figure to be a punt-a-thon, but this is the 7th punt of the half. Called for, made a fair catch. His 5th punt of the night. Cooper DeJean standing back at his 15-yard line. DeJean waiting, has room from the 13. And runs it back to the 24-yard line.
The ability of opposing quarterbacks to hold the ball, those days are over now at number 11 back in the lineup.
Tress Way to punt it. Devontae Turpin back inside the 10 with a fair catch.
Again, this Dallas defense, for much maligned coming in, they've played really well today early.
Keeping their team in the game with the empty possessions on offense. Pretty punt right there. Tress Way.
Turpin is back returning this punt. They got to be very careful. They don't give him an opportunity to flip this game before the half.
Took one back week 1 against Cleveland. Comes up, watches this one bounce, and won't have an opportunity here. And you see how frustrated he is to not be able to make it. Another chance for Devontae Turpin. All over it. Commanders coverage.
Fighting hands with hands, and it just continues to be a punt contest.
Turpin. Fair catch. We're going to have a punt contest. It's at least good to see.
Put 6 on the line and make you figure out the rest.
Robichon and Golston both getting to him. Turpin, the fair catch at midfield.
On the field,
So
got in a scoring position. The fifth one, they obviously missed the field goal. And the last one before the half, it was just taking a knee to run the clock out. But you finally get a stop against a Commanders team that has been doing whatever they want through the ground, through the air.
Jaquan Jackson is back deep. He fumbled the kickoff and then did not come back out for kick return duties. This is the first punt today by Tress Way. Jackson from the 30. And Jackson holds onto the ball, but taken down.
Jaden Daniels to step up and then runs right into Cameron Jordan for the sack.
Cam Jordan, more sacks than anybody else in the history of this Saints franchise. Your former teammate here in New Orleans.
It's just the craziest thing because we drafted him because he was so good at running, stopping the run.
There's Dante Pettis on the return.
The only thing missing is production from the Saints offense, right? If you had production there, you would start to look at a closer game, and maybe the Commanders offense would be a little more aggressive down the field in their play calling. But until Jake Haney does something, they're not going to do anything that's going to put him in harm's way.
Pettis out of bounds. For a Saints team in one game since 2020 season. Tress Way. There's a flag. First punt of the second half on either side. There's Pettis. Knocked out of bounds shy of the 20, but we'll check with Sean Hockley.
They've had a lot of success over the last couple weeks, a really hot start to the year, and they've got to figure out this Vic Fangio defense before this game gets out of reach.
Cooper DeJean waits back on this Tress Way punt. DeJean last week fumbled one, and then right after that had a 23-yard return. Good hang time from Way. DeJean from the 30. Got around the first man. Yeah, got tackled at the 37-yard line. 49-yard
Injury luck, and part of his preparation and part of it, but some of it's just out of your control at the end of a football season in the NFL. And just amazing how some teams come in super healthy and then it goes haywire, and then you look up in Detroit, how many more players can they lose on defense before? But I mean, they're up 27-7 with their entire defense is not playing.
Tress Way to Cooper DeJean, a fair catch.
Sack. Nice turnaround here by the Falcons.
The guy used to wear number 5 before Mr. Daniels showed up in town as the punter. Tress Way is the longest tenured player with his franchise in his 11th year. Kicks to Avery Williams. Angling one way, will often kick across his body the other way. Good kick, taking Williams back to the 16, but he's got room to run. Hit hard, just shy of the 30 and bring it back. And then the Vikings and the Lions play for a whole bunch next week in Motown. 3 timeouts for Atlanta as they await the ball from Tress Way. Atlanta only has 47 touchbacks in 768 punts. He is very good at controlling the ball. Flag is down. Put it out of bounds right around the 15. Let's check the flag, see if we're going to tack this on. Or
couldn't reel that one in, and now it gets interesting.
Atlanta with 2 timeouts. Tress Way to kick. Avery Williams standing back at his own 25. Best kick of the night for Way. It's over 60 yards. Williams back at the 10. Brought down at the 19. Tremendous coverage play by Percy Butler.
I got to make something happen. He did it.
Micah Parsons so good in the one-on-one matchups. He got doubled a lot in the first meeting, but still was able to get a couple of sacks. And the same action here. Tress Way boots it away. Cavante Turpin, the dangerous Pro Bowl returner, working one way and another. 2 flags come flying in. Turpin had one of those kickoff return touchdowns in the 4th quarter of that wild first meeting. We'll check the penalty markers. He got dragged down out of bounds.
He got rocked on the sidelines.
What about PTOL? Protect the offensive line. That's a sack against those guys.
Exactly right.
Second punt on 2 drives for Tress Way. And he's going to boom it over the head of Turpin. Perfect bounce
and down inside the 10-yard line by Nick Ballore, the special teams maven. Great punt by Tress. Their last 11 targets, just 2 catches for Terry McLaurin in the last 2 weeks. Tress Way's third punt. Fair catch, 49-yard punt by Tress Way into the
As soon as he turns his hips, you snap it off and reveal yourself to the quarterback. Not enough from Zacchaeus right there.
Already 4th punt for Tress Way today. And Turpin in some traffic. He's asking for a penalty flag for kick catch interference. So it's 4th and Fort Worth here. And Tress Way boots it.
Turpin.
Wobbler. Turpin with the fair catch. In good field position at the 40.
He was undersized. He did not care. He was going to get up your face, and I learned fast not to go after him when I was a young player. That's what he's instilled in this defense. Let's see what they got in store in the second half.
This Tress Way wasn't punted in 2 games, basically. Gets off a boomer inside the 5. Oh, look at this bounce. Back inside the 10 where it's down there. And the Lions will take over.
He's been giving it up to Jalen Carter all the time, but now he wants in on the action too, KB.
That was a big one. Now Way, his first punt, had the fake punt, is a beauty. This time he gets it off with the left leg, as he normally does, a spiraling kick. Taken back there by Cooper DeJean. DeJean out across the 40. And the Eagles have
today just in the first quarter. But Gardner Johnson couldn't come down with it.
Here's Tress Way. Oh, it's a fake. We're going to throw. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught. Sinnott, the 3rd tight end. What a fake by Washington, and the rookie delivers for the drive continues.
Wow, aggressive play call here by Larry Izzo, the special teams coach. Was one of my great teammates. Way to Sinnott.